the 3 distinct profiles of dragons. Let's dive into the fascinating world of dragons and understand how their physical forms dictate how they think, act, and survive. The creator of this universe, George R.R. Martin, categorized these majestic beasts into 3 distinct types: dinosaur-headed, horse-headed, and wolf-headed dragons. First, let us talk about the horse-headed dragons. As the name suggests, these dragons feature a long, elongated neck that transitions into a slender, horse-like face. Because of their streamlined anatomy, they move with incredible speed and agility. Historically, they were the preferred choice for long-distance travel. While they lack massive, crushing bulk, they make up for it with supreme flexibility. In House of the Dragon, Rhaenyra's mount, Syrax, and the formidable Meleys belong to this family. In fact, Meleys holds the legendary title of being the absolute fastest dragon in all of Westeros. Next come the dinosaur-headed dragons. One look at their terrifying prehistoric faces, and you know exactly what they were built for. These are pure, heavy combat war machines. Targaryens used them to dominate battlefields and project absolute terror. They cannot match the swift speed of horse-headed dragons, but they possess a fiercely aggressive temperament. Furthermore, their dragon flame burns significantly hotter than any other breed. The legendary Balerion, the Black Dread, along with Seasmoke, Vermithor, and the 3 iconic dragons we witnessed in Game of Thrones all carry this lethal DNA. Just the sight of a dinosaur-headed dragon is enough to make half an army drop their weapons and run. Finally, we have the wolf-headed dragons. These are the tactical geniuses of the skies, exceptionally intelligent and born to hunt. Possessing a sharp, wolf-like facial structure, they are just as terrifying as the dinosaur breed, but they retain incredible speed. On the battlefield, their performance is masterful because they inherently understand strategy and positioning. The legendary behemoth Vhagar, Vermax, are the prime examples of this highly intelligent category. Yet, amidst all these categories, there is one striking anomaly: Caraxes. Caraxes defies the rules. He possesses a bizarre, uniquely elongated serpentine body. When you look closely at his face, it reveals a rare, menacing combination of both dinosaur and wolf-headed traits. This structural wonder is the result of a rare genetic mutation, elevating Caraxes into a terrifying league entirely of his own. The top 5 most powerful dragons. Now, let us count down the top 5 most powerful dragons currently alive in House of the Dragon. Stepping into 5th place is Sunfire. Across the history of Westeros, Sunfire earned the undisputed title of the most beautiful dragon to ever take flight, famed for his magnificent golden scales. Bonded with Aegon Targaryen, Sunfire was a sight to behold. However, war is cruel. During the brutal clash in Season 2, where Sunfire and Vhagar double-teamed Meleys, tragedy struck. Sunfire's wing was catastrophically burned and torn, leaving him permanently grounded. Yet no matter how severe the injury, Sunfire never learned how to give up. In a shocking twist of fate that we will witness in the upcoming seasons, it is this very dragon that ends Queen Rhaenyra's journey, consuming her in a spectacular blaze of dragon flame. In 4th place, we find Vermithor, the Bronze Fury. Originally ridden by the old king, Jaehaerys Targaryen, Vermithor is a true relic of power. Though he is 81 years younger than Vhagar, he is only about 20% smaller than her in sheer mass, comfortably making him the 2nd largest dragon in Westeros. Following King Jaehaerys' passing, Vermithor remained riderless for decades. In a desperate bid to bolster her military might, Rhaenyra gathered Targaryen bastards to attempt the sowing of the seeds. While Vermithor ruthlessly burned and incinerated many who dared approach, he ultimately chose the towering blacksmith Hugh Hammer as his rider. Had Vermithor lived just a few years longer, his rapid growth would have undoubtedly seen him surpass Vhagar in both size and raw strength to become the world's ultimate alpha. Securing 3rd place is Meleys, the Red Queen. As we mentioned earlier, Meleys was the fastest dragon in Westeros. By the time of her final battle, she was a seasoned 90 years old. By all logical parameters of combat, Meleys should top the list of dragons capable of bringing down Vhagar in a one-on-one fight. Why? Because while Vhagar possesses apocalyptic size, her advanced age robs her of agility. Meleys, by contrast, was lightning fast and exceptionally flexible. It is precisely because of this lethal agility that it took the combined force of both Vhagar and Sunfire to trap and kill her. Had it been a strictly fair, one-on-one duel between Vhagar and Meleys, the outcome would have been wildly unpredictable. For that sheer combat threat, the Red Queen commands our 3rd spot. Sitting in 2nd place is the ancient titan, Vhagar. Now, many fans argue that Vhagar belongs at number 1. At the ripe old age of 188, her size is unmatched. True, she has lost the fluid flexibility of her youth, but her century of battlefield experience allows her to dismantle opponents with terrifying ease. However, her colossal mass has become her own worst enemy. Taking off and landing have become agonizingly difficult for her. It is a known fact in dragon lore that many massive dragons eventually die simply because their aging skeletal structures can no longer support their own immense weight during a landing. Currently ridden by the fierce Aemon Targaryen, Vhagar has known other riders, but none have replicated the profound, terrifying bond she shared with her first rider, Visenya Targaryen. In dragon warfare, the synchronization between rider and beast is just as critical as raw combat stats, which brings us to our number 1. Claiming first place as the most dangerous dragon of the era is Caraxes, the Bloodworm. First ridden by Prince Aemon, Caraxes found his perfect chaotic match in his second rider, the most dangerous man in Westeros, Prince Daemon Targaryen. The psychic bond between Daemon and Caraxes is so profound that in battle, they move seamlessly as a single, terrifying entity. Caraxes' volatile, vicious temperament perfectly mirrors Daemon's unpredictable, ruthless reputation. Because of his mutated, snake-like body, Caraxes maneuvers through the skies with an erratic, fluid flexibility that confounds standard aerial tactics. His extraordinarily long neck gives him a striking range that keeps him safely out of reach of an opponent's jaws while allowing him to deliver lethal bites. Combined with his high tactical intelligence and Daemon's fierce combat instinct, this duo achieves the impossible. In the legendary clash at the God's Eye, they take on the colossal Vhagar and bring her crashing down. Because he defeated the largest, heaviest beast left in the world, Caraxes rightfully earns the number 1 position.